Um, Hi. Yeah, I brought some stuff to drink. Well, I've never been to a hurricane party before, so it's kind of new to me. Well, I like chili, but did you put some rice in it? I like it with the rice in it better. Yeah, okay. Well, fantastic. Good. Ooh, that's a lot of chili there. Um, well, I got kind of talked into this one beer. Um, I've never had it before, so I'm a little, put off by it. I don't usually drink IPAs. It's Sierra. Get it up there. Sierra, Nevada. Sierra Nevada, and I think it's a 6.5 torpedo. Torpedo that. A friend of mine told me, torpedo that hurricane. We're gonna torpedo that hurricane. And it's, purest ingredients, finest quality, Sierra Nevada Torpedo Extra IPA, 24-ounce bottle, bottled in Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina. Let me see, I can't read it. Torpedo Ale is a big American IPA, perfectly balanced yet full of flavor and aromas that highlight the complex citrus, pine, and herbal character of the cone American whole cone American hops. That sounds like a craft beer to me. At Sierra Nevada, we take hops seriously. Let me read this to you. Torpedo, baby. Look at that. Don't look like a torpedo. It looks like a out there in the middle of the Rockies or something. It's kind of cool if you like artwork on your beer. At Sierra Nevada, we take hops seriously. Torpedo Extra IPA starts with the world's finest whole cone hops and intensifies their flavors with a little magic from a hop torpedo. My, so fancy. So fancy. I know people love that guy. The torpedo is a revolutionary method of dry hopping that brings this beer alive with a rush of complex hop aromas in flavors not found in any other beer. We brew in Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina, to bring you the finest quality beers. You can get 5 cents if you 10 cents back in Michigan. Yeah. So we're going to take the craft beer plunge. There's a first time for everything, kids. Don't be ashamed of me. It's a hurricane, and we're here to torpedo that hurricane. That's right. I got some chips. And I brought a present of my own. A surprise. I'll show you here in a little bit. But first, we're going to crack open this. Got to do it on camera here. All right. There we go. I don't want to lose that cap. Oh, this is going to make me sick. Pine cones. Are you guys serious? I'm doing this for you. You know what I'm talking about. Pine scent. It sounds like something you want to hang from your rearview mirror to get rid of that smell. from last week's party in the back seat. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, that's nasty. Yeah. Smells like a pine tree, all right. Oh. Oh, what did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? The aftertaste is absolutely horrible. It tastes like somebody stuck a dirty finger in their ear and then they jammed it in my mouth. And not in a nice way. More like a rape way. That's what it feels like. Torpedo, I'm going to torpedo this down the trash can here in a minute. But a man has got to do. See, this is the problem with craft beer. Wait a minute. Oh, I love to take a sip in between my bites of chili con carne, my nacho chips with salsa. I make that beer last. That way I only drink one or two. I gotta get something in my mouth besides this. Let me take a look at this chili. I forgot a spoon. Let me taste it here. I'll just dip a little bit with my chips here. Rice and chili. It's good. On any salt. But I'm gonna add some cheddar cheese. Sprinkle a little bit of cheddar on that. That really turned my stomach. I taste the Rockies, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get shakes from that. Let's try that again. Well, no, I brought it. Hang on. I brought a couple things to show you. Hang on. That's better than that beer. Tell you that. Can't believe I left my spoon upstairs. We gotta be safe in case of a hurricane. God. Look at the lacing on the bottle. I gotta do something here. Put that. Man, if I wanted to taste the Rockies that bad, I'd go visit them. Some chili. Mm. 115 grams of sodium per serving. That's actually pretty good for chips. I know you guys are all going to call me names if I don't finish this beer. I gotta man up, man. I gotta man up. Jam some of this chili down my gut. Okay. Where are we at? I'm getting into the hard shit. Maybe I should have shook it up, mixed it before I drank the pine needles. Labels out, brothers. Oh. ASMR is supposed to be fun, not grisly. Ooh. Okay. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm like that American soldier holding them POWs at gunpoint. I just can't do it. Oh. I brought it. I know. Okay, that's it. I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I ain't drinking it. Put the there. Oh, I'm done. Done. It's so bitter. Oh. Dr. Andrew Michaels officially wimped out on the craft beer. Couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Not even for you guys. I tried. And I really care about you. You know I do. But I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It's chili. The chili and rice. I'm telling you, it's like better than bean dip. Yeah. This is surprise number 2. The hurricane's definitely, we definitely got some water damage. So we're going to have to replaster the walls. And when we're done replastering the walls, we're going to have to paint. So she was saying you might want something a little earth tony. So we have this, let me get my pointer out here. Polite white, which I think is very subtle. It's a very subtle color, polite white. Malted milk, right here, and likable sand. This one, oh, this is good. I think it's a very sexy color, right here, and it's interface tan. See, interface tan. And this is Moroccan brown. Right here. And we got tan bark. Tan bark right there. And then at the bottom, I think we have a more true brown. Oh, rugged brown right here. At the bottom. Rugged brown. So, just showing you some colors, and you know, you don't have to decide right now. Like, now, true brown. I love these color names. Rugged brown, you know, rugged. And then this one, we start back at the top again. I'm not making these names up. I'm reading them right off. Nice white. SW Sherwin-Williams 6063. Nice white. Nice white. Reticence. Reticence is the next one. Right there. And bona fide beige. Oh, there's nothing like a second taste of that. IPA. Right there. Oh, can't see it. That is bona fide beige. And right below it we have sand trap. See, as we get darker, the colors get more maniacal. See how they play with you in advertising? See, sand trap, you're trapped. And then we have mocha, which is coffee flavored. And brevity brown. Brevity Brown, and French Roast. French Roast is all the way down here at the bottom. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to get back into that. I'll get you some more. These are great. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, you're going to love the next one. Sherwin-Williams 6049. Gorgeous white. It almost makes you think I'm up to something here, you know, that it wasn't planned. Gorgeous white. You know, you have nice white, gorgeous white. What's the other one we had there? Yeah, nice white. Lots of nice white colors. All these ones here. This is Hush White. Hush White. Right here. I don't know why, but it's something, you know, you don't mean to do it, but it's right there, you know? And underneath Gorgeous White, we have Sandbank. So the darker you get into the Sandbank, you know, you're stuck again. You know, the darker you get. Down to Reddened Earth. This is a little bit of red in there. Reddened Earth. Okay, did we skip a good one there? Abalone Shell. Right there. See right there? Abalone Shell. It's a good one. Okay, let me get a bite to eat. Sure. Well, you have a lot to think about because you have, you know, the whole house has to be redone now that the hurricanes come through. Okay. Yeah, no, I totally understand. It's not something you can just decide like on a whim. I hate double dippers. Me too. I really do. It's so good. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I brought more beer. I'm not drinking that. Yeah, you can have it. Put that back in the bag. Most people know this, but the good guys drink one kind of beer in Dr. Andrew Michael's world, and the good guys drink another. Oh, so good. You do make excellent chili. I love the onions. Oh, this is a good one. Hang on, I'm getting to it. I'll get you some more. I don't know how to do this. Here you go. Here you go. This is a good one. Modest white. Very modest. Okay, and then you have Simplify Beige. That's color 6085. Sand Dune. Followed by Trusty Tan. Trusty Tan. Oh, this is a good one. Nut Hatch. Get yourself some Nut Hatch there. It's nice sound. And Grounded, right there. And then, Java. All these, the darkest ones are coffee colors usually. Have you noticed that? Which is good. Because they start off awful white up here and you don't know what you're going to get down here. Let me see if we can get another good one here. Oh, here's a good one. You're never going to believe this. I know you're going to think I'm something wrong with me. I didn't plan this. I'm almost losing my composure. This is so good. Okay, here we have Reliable White. That's right. Sherwin-Williams color 6091. Reliable White. We gotta look at that one. It's reliable. Hey, I'm not making this up. So he's reliable. And then we got lightweight beige. You can't hold liquor. And familiar beige is next. I just don't know where this is going, but I'm really enjoying it. And sensational sand. Yeah. Toasty. Toasty's right here. This is what you call truth in advertising, by the way. So they tried to give us a message here. And then this one, I got one. You're gonna love this one. I'm saving this one. I swear to God, I never looked at these. I'm just, that's something I do. What's the next white color? We had gorgeous, we had sensational, divine white. Divine. It's divine, baby. I can't make this up. It's divine. White is divine. I'm telling you, I'm stopping right there for a minute. I gotta get something to eat, drink something. Truth in advertising. You never know what you're gonna get on this channel. You really don't. I love all of you. Love each and every one of you. I do. Oh, this chili is so good. Oh, hallelujah. I am glad to be alive today. No, I'm not showing you my other surprise. Oop, what's that one? I think I showed you nice white, right? Polite white. Everyday white. Everyday white comes over to your house every day for coffee. And I'm going to show you. There's everyday white. And the realist beige. He has to be a realist about it because this is the world he lives in. He has to live in the world of, everyday white. Everyday white. Sherwin-Williams 77. And he has to be a realist about it. It is the white's on top. So you always put white up here on top and the dark color's down here. You have to be realist about it. Okay? And I'm telling you I'm doing this. Just go with me on this. Now here's the diverge beige, because there's in the middle you're mixing. Then you have to do utterly beige because he didn't mix. So there's mixing, no mixing. White on top. Tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm telling you the truth. And then you got down home, back in Georgia, down home. That's, Then you got cobble brown, because he lives on a old inner city street. And then you got sable. I am going to go to hell for this. I am going to go to hell. Sable. It's not quite coffee flavored, but we're getting there. So there's some sable for you. That's a story right there. That's America for you. Simplify. Okay, reliable white. Pacer white. And practical beige. You don't like any of those? I don't think I like them either. I think that's, I tell everybody, you gotta look around, you'll see it. Alright, there's divine white. Oh, this one. Now, he was sneaking around. We're gonna have to get to that one. There's a Navajo white. Now, that's something you don't see every day. What was going on there? And a panda white. Panda white. Nonchalant white. That's right. Ethereal white. Modern white. And then we have, this one, biscuit. Now, biscuit might surprise you. He's on top. This one here is going to make you hungry. You got a biscuit right here. Tastes so good with that chili. With a little bit of butter and a little bit of marmalade. maybe a little touch of honey and the biscuit. And then you have your interactive cream for your coffee. Right here you got the bagel. You know, you have your bagel with your cream cheese and your lox. Then you got the totally tan down here. Okay? The brown tan cookie. Then you got he mixes with the biscuit up here. And then you got the tatami tan, which we have no idea where he came from. And smoky topaz. And then we have leather bound. That's too old to eat, that leather, shoe leather. Your steak just cooked too long on the grill. So it's a leather. So I'll cook the leather. So that's how that goes. Whew, man, I've only had one beer. That's the sad part of this whole video. You know, I mean, I think I've saved the best for last. Don't worry, I'm getting to it. I'm saving this one. I think I got the best for last right here. Okay, let me get some more chili. Okay, yeah, I brought more beer. Oh, so good. Thank you so much. You know I brought my own beer. Colt 45 works every time. Tell it like it is. Oh my God, it's so good. I'm gonna crack that baby open. I promise I'll throw the cap at you. I know you like that. Somebody didn't like that. I don't know. He left, I don't care. I still love him. I still love you, brother. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Let me get a little more of that cheese on there. Okay. I don't want to get greedy. I'm overindulging already. Oh, your chili is so good. I love this hurricane party. It's a good hurricane party. Okay. I'll show you how this is done here. Oh, smooth. Oh, I needed that. Oh, God bless America. I needed that. Colt 45, baby. Billy D, you never let me down. What's Juicy J? Well, Juicy J, you the new guy? Okay. Oh my God, that's so good. I'll get back to the paint, colors. Hang on. Oh, I'm so loving this. I know I double dip, but this is my bowl. I'm sorry. Is it that gross? I'm getting it off the side. On the side. Oh my God. Okay. I still got surprises. Don't worry, I got some good ones. Okay, let's try here. I'm getting serious now. Incredible white. Incredible. Look at that. The incredible white. Followed by agreeable gray. And he better know what's good for him. He better agree with incredible white. And a new gray. This is the baby of the family. The new gray. A new gray. And we got Mega Grige. Where the hell that is. Nobody's owning up to him. warm stone. Brainstorm bronze and status bronze. Status bronze. He's a good one there. That's a good one. Status bronze. Let's see what we got here. I think we're out of, okay, oh yeah. And then we got, oh, it gets so bad. It gets so bad here at the beginning. After we get done with Incredible White, we got Simple White. Or Simple White. Simple White. Followed by Well-Bred Brown. Simple White on top of Well-Bred Brown. I mean, you tell me there is institutionalized racism in the United States of America. I don't know what there is. Remember, everybody, truth in advertising. There it is. 70-27, Well-Bred Brown. And he's right there with Simply White. I have heard of Simply Red. He's a hell of a musician. Oh, we ain't even going to get into the black and white colors here. There's Bohemian Black. He lives in New York. And he's a nice guy. There's Pearly White. We got Pearly White. Yeah, Antique White. There's a lot of good ones. Natural Choice. There's Natural Choice White right there. He's a nice guy. It's time to put that away. I'm gonna have a bite to eat. Is anybody still watching after this? I don't know. I think it's pretty fun. We're not being, hang on a minute. We're not children, we're not making fun. What we're doing is pointing out that companies send messages. I'm not saying Sherwin-Williams is, but we as a society send messages. And they're all around us. You wouldn't know this, but I had DNA testing done on my family line. I have a really wonderful cousin who went to the trouble of doing a DNA test on me, or the whole family, the family tree. And we have a percentage of North African descent in us, as well as Northern European and Native American. So you can't see that because I have the bluish green eyes, the receding hairline, but I have the high cheekbones of the Native American. Okay. Terrible disposition of the Northern European. That was a joke. But anyway, you can't see the North African. You can't see the Native American in me. If we went to one of my family's funerals, you could see it in the older generations. But through intermarriage with immigrants from Northern Europe, mostly from England in my family's case, you blend it away. You blend the races together. I don't want to say blend it away. You blend it together. Now, it's very sensitive to talk about these things. Now, one of two things. You can choose to put your head in the sand and be an ostrich, or you can choose to talk about it and be open about it. And this shirt is white. I'm serious now. Come on, let's talk about it. This shirt is white. This right here, this is not white. It's not even beige. It's just a color. We're all people of color. I really didn't want it to go this way, but it just felt right. It feels right to broach the subject and talk about it. I think I'm coming down with a cold. Got to get the neti pot out. And we've done a lot in America, good and bad, and everybody wants to point out what they want to advertise. They want to point out how everybody was bad that took over the country. Our forefathers stole the country. But who'd they steal it from 200 something years, 300 years later? Did I steal it from myself? Because I'm part Native American. It's not a small percentage. By the standards of the United States government, I would qualify as a Native American. But I choose, partly because I didn't know, before the internet revolution, in DNA testing, that I even had that much Native American lineage. I chose, or my parents chose for me, to identify white, Caucasian, Northern European. I'm going to tell you a story. It's a true story. I wasn't there, but it's a true story. My cousin, Jenny, wonderful lady. Oh my God, wonderful, wonderful lady. I mean, I wish she lives in the South, and she is just a dear soul. And recently we grew a lot closer. Jenny is just a wonderful person. I just want that out there. And she did all this genealogical research on our family line. And she found out that, all these things, that we had small percentage of Northern African, Mediterranean lineage, the Native American and the Northern European in our DNA. And she also found out my first relative on my father's side, who came from England. He came from England. He ended up in the Old West. On my mother's side, I can trace my first known relative all the way back to colonial days. And he was actually a survivor of a family that came over, and I guess he was an orphan, or he had been orphaned on his way over from England. And it's funny because both my lineages start in England. And he was adopted by a Native American, took him in. A Native American in central Pennsylvania took him in. And that's where that family line started. A Native American. And I'm going somewhere with this. Hold on. My other grand relative on my father's side started in the Old West in a mining community. And the mining community was full of recent Irish immigrants who were really looked down upon, and Chinese and Native Americans and African Americans. And to blend in, he was an Englishman. To blend in, he changed his family lineage from English to Irish. He said he was from Ireland. He wasn't. He was from England. But because he didn't want to deal with the interracial, back then Ireland and England, English people thought of each other as separate, different races through religion and culture. He didn't want to be identified as an Englishman working around, basically an Irish community. So he changed his lineage to Irish. And we thought our family was English and Irish all these years. which never made sense because my last name is Weil followed right down the line. They had lots of sons, and that name carried right down. The first Weil that came here was from England, and then all the way to today, 21st century. That's a direct line. You can draw a direct line all the way back. And hang on. Oh, that's so good. That is so good compared to that other. Okay, so he hid his lineage, or his country of origin. So years later, my cousin Jenny discovers this guy's from England. Here's where he lived in England. This is how he came to America, from England. And she uncovered the fact that my family is predominantly English on both sides. Not that it matters. There's a tiny bit of water between Ireland and England. But there's a huge gulf of religious differences between the two countries. But I don't know, it just felt interesting. It felt good to discover a truth, or the truth of my family. Well, I knew there was Native American culture mixed in with my culture. A lot of the Indian tribes, and I'm not belittling anything that happened to the Native Americans in North America or South America or Central America, but a lot of the tribes assimilated. They gave up, surrendered, whatever you want to call it, or just chose to join the Europeans moving in. They just slid right into society, intermarried, worked with them, lived with them, and my family is a really good example of that. My oldest known descendant lived and raised with American Indians who chose to assimilate, even back in colonial days, with the Northern Europeans, and just blend in, get along, whatever you want to call it, as best he could. But he retained his Indian name, and my my forefather, he retained his name. He didn't take the Indian name. He kept his original name from Europe. So I found that interesting, and my grandmother always told me that, that all the Indians that she knew, they didn't even think of themselves as Native Americans. They thought of themselves as Americans first. And they just intermarried with the Irish, the English, the Italians that came over from Europe. So I find that fascinating. Not all of the stories we hear are good or bad. That maybe there's no point even to my story, except that it's neat to discover the way things were, or the way things are in this country, and it's evolving. All those years of us, people in my family thinking they were Irish, not erased, because there's very few people in my older generations that care whether they're Irish or English. But it's neat to tell my children these stories and how we discovered these truths about our family. And it's neat to see that if you take any human on this planet, I would bet a lot that we all have different lineages and places of origin in our DNA, that we could trace each other somewhere. I've heard stories where people thought they were African American and identified African American. They chose to identify, or their families chose to identify African American, only to find out that they were not from predominantly Northern Africa, that there was some other trail to their lineage. So it's exciting to find these things out, and I think if we really stopped what we were doing and stopped putting labels and titles over everything in our lives. White, black, Asian, Middle Eastern. Just quit it. Just stop it. And we started to talk about the real things in life, like, well, where are you from? And where did your family come from? And isn't that interesting how you're so varied and so different? We're all so different. Every human being is so unique. Yet, we're all the same. We're all human beings. Compare humans to the dog, the canine. There are, 400 or 500 different recognized breeds of dogs, but no matter how you slice it, there's just dogs. The wolf family, the coyote family, the fox family, the dog family, if you want to call it a family, they're just a dog. They're just a wolf. They're all the same. And you could take a human being from Tibet or Scandinavia or Africa or South America, and they can have a family. They can be one unit. They could find a way to love each other and have offspring and be united because we're all the same. And it's not a petty, it's not a simplified version of, come on everybody, let's smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. It's the truth. We, at one time, let me explain this may help. Do you remember, did you ever see the movie with Gerard Depardieu, the French actor, 1492? On the anniversary of Columbus discovering America for Western Europe, everybody else knew it was there, he was trying to discover a shortcut, a direct route to India for the spice trades. And he knew the world was round. At that time, it was understood the world was round. It's a big lie that we teach all our children in elementary school, that they thought the world was flat, and Columbus was the first person brave enough to sail west into the unknown. That's not true. It was well known that there was a curvature to the earth in Greek times, and that was never lost. It was really never lost from antiquity to the Middle Ages, that the world was round. There was a curvature to the earth. That a ship sailing off the horizon didn't fall off the earth, it just disappeared over the horizon. They illustrate that with Columbus eating an apple with a young boy. It might have been his son in the movie. And he says, watch that ship. There's a ship sailing into the ocean. And the ship slowly goes over the horizon and disappears. The boy says it fell off the earth. He goes, no. He holds up the apple. And he says the world has a curved. You can't see that far. The world's round, and you can sail around the world. And he knew it, and he set out to find that direct route to India by sailing the opposite direction around the planet. There was bad information in that day that the world was smaller. The calculations were incorrect that they made, and they believed the world was smaller. So he believed when he sailed a certain distance, he was in India. And in fact, that distance is about the distance from Spain to the East Indies, and they found land. So they thought they were in India because they sailed that far and there was land, so it must be India. So there was some misinformation. That's why the Native Americans were originally named Indians, because they thought they were from India, which they were not. So when you learn these things, you start to get a better grasp on how the world works. And where was I going with the world's round thing? It's pretty cool. But you can't lose track of thought. You have to remember where you're going. Okay, much in the way that Columbus thought the world was round, and the world was, was not the way we thought it was. We're living in that today, where people think they're the color of a shirt or the color of this shirt. And when the reality sets in that none of us are either of these colors, we're just people, and we're all shades of the rainbow, and we're all part of the same rainbow, and we're all part of the same human race. The world's round, the world's mixed for millennium. We've bred and interbred between each other so much that the porridge is basically muddied. We're just one race, one group of people. We're coming to realize that, and hopefully in the future, maybe not as soon as I'd like, but maybe my grandkids will live in a world where it isn't that big a deal anymore. It would mean a lot to me, and I hope I see that day. It's kind of here. My kids are not the way we were, and it gets better every generation. But I think we have a lot more work to do as a society. And I love all my friends. I don't give a rat's ass who they are or what they are. They're my friend. They're my friend. And one of the reasons I brought this up tonight was I've had some people say some things that confuse me. They've said some things about people on, and these are people I know. This isn't trolls or strangers. They've made comments about my friends list, and I like to make a very subtle comment. It might actually sound a little ignorant, but you have to remember who I am, my generation. I don't mean to be ignorant. I mean it's a good thing. I say everybody's on my friend list. I got everybody. Everybody's there. I got everybody in my list, and everything in my list. And somebody took that maybe saying, and that's not why I did this video. It just kind of got in my head tonight, and it kind of went haywire with this color scheme. I was going to just talk about painting an apartment, and I didn't know these colors were going to be so weird. And it's funny what's in your mind, when you're nice white, gorgeous white, polite white, divine white, reliable white, modest white. Moderate white. He doesn't vote Democrat or Republican. He's just a independent voter. If you like this, I'll do it again. I have all the colors in the rainbow here. I do. I really do. It's so embarrassing. This is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. And I'm not smearing Sherwin-Williams. We see these kind of things in advertising all the time. This doesn't surprise me. I hope I don't get in trouble for this. It was a lot of fun. Oh gosh, I don't even know where I was going. Somebody said something like, are they your friends or what? And I'm like, they're all my friends. There's no stratification to who my friends are. Some of the closest people in my life that have helped me the most, some of the best coworkers I've ever had in my life, the people I could actually freaking trust, were people of color. To make it is the only way I can describe them, to make it clear. And I love them. I love them like brothers. I have great respect for all of them, all the people that I've met and have taken the time to get to know me and share time with me and break bread with me. And I don't say it lightly, that they know they're welcome. They know they're welcome at my house. I don't even have to tell them. Yeah. And I'm not, patting myself on the back. It's just, I want it out there. because I want people to know that I care. And I don't know. It's just sometimes you get on a tangent and people, they say they like when I ramble. Well, sometimes there's a message and sometimes we're silly. Maybe today was more message than silly, but I think we had some fun. I know I really enjoyed spending this time with you, and it means something to me. It really does mean something to me to spend time with all of you, each and every one of you, no matter who you are or what you are. I've had a lot of people write to me because they're depressed or they have problems with their parents or they're suffering. And I try as quickly as I can to get out there and crank out a video to help that person. And maybe I'm too a lot of things, aggressive or worried or I don't know. But I really do care. And I want you to know that. I love my subscribers. I love all of you. I love that you share my videos. You take the time to leave some of the most wonderful comments. We have some of the best fun talking and joking and making laughs for each other in the comment section. And I absolutely do love it. Excuse me, when you guys notice I comment on another artist's videos and you leave a respectful comment. I like that. And you're noticing something. If people are commenting on my videos, I support that artist because they're kind enough to come and say hello to me. So I try to be supportive back. And I think that means something in this tight-knit community that we support each other when we can. I do. I think it means something. And now I got one more surprise. I don't think I can eat any more. I love the chili, but I might have another bite before we're done. But the chili was excellent. I love it with the rice in it. But I brought a surprise for you and me. You want to see it? Oh, it's immaculate. It's immaculate. Do you know what it is? Oh, that's right. That's right. Warm apple pie. Moonshine. That's right. I haven't abused my body enough today. I brought us a classic, good old mason jar full of grandma's medicine. Should I save it for another video? Or should we delve into it here? Listen. Oh, I don't want to get into it. I just don't. I think we should save it. I don't think I should do it tonight. I will tell you this, though. I had an idea to do a TV evangelist video. And if I do a television evangelist role play, I promise, I swear to God, my right hand to God, I'll crack this open and have the television evangelist have a big old swig of this. How's that sound? Is that a date? Okay. There you go. I can hear that train coming. It's coming around the bend. There is actually a bend over there. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Okay. Well, I was really glad to see all of you today. I wanted to go an hour, and I did. Let's have another labels out drink for my friends. All of you. This one goes out to all of my friends. Colt 45 works every time. Whew. was nice. It beats the crap out of that craft beer. I just can't do it. I'm pouring that thing down the sink. I can see why they only sell this a bottle at a time, because you never sell it in a 6-pack. Who the hell's going to drink that? That was a rush, all right, of complex hop flavors and aromas. Steel Worldwide wasn't joking when he talked about drinking them craft beers, I'm telling you. Well, anyway, once again, we'll see all of you soon. Thank you for joining me. This is your old friend, Dr. Andrew Michaels, wishing you a most blessed day. God bless all of you, no matter where you come from. You're all welcome at my house. You are. That's disgusting. I burped. Some host I am, huh? And until I see all of you again, please take care. Okay? Know that I love you. Bye-bye.